Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, welcome to the Sports Chasers. Excuse me, I almost said it. Welcome to the Sports Chasers. Hey, force the habit. Hey, just remember, we're the Sports Chasers now, man. The Sports Chasers Media Group. Hey, man, we expanded, and we're gonna do some bigger and better things in 2026, man. But before we get into that, man, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bells for all the notification. For those that are listening at the sound of my voice on the podcasting side, all the great platforms, making sure you give us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review, 5-star review. Love us or hate us. Let us know how we're doing, man. This is the Monday Night Football Blitz, a week 13 for college football. We'll get into that, man. Not much to do. Nothing. Had a couple firings though. NFL, a lot of overtime games. We'll talk about that. And my Giants, hey man, they fired the DC this morning. Rightfully so. I understand how you got the defensive coordinator. I don't know defensive coordinator how you got your personnel rotating out at some very significant moments in the end of the game, man. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Hey, let's meet the crew. Dan, what's up, man? How are you tonight, sir?
Good evening, gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Good to be here.
We're good.
Unusual Monday night for me, but glad to be here.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Glad you got some rest, my brother. Glad you got some rest. D-Dubs, welcome. How are you tonight, sir? Good evening. Salutations and all that stuff.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yo, what you said? Can you hear me? First of all, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're loud and clear. You're loud and clear.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. But what did you say before? The Giants what?
Giants fired the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're on the subject,
go ahead.
I would like
to, we got time for it. Go ahead.
I just like to take a moment for some silence. Rest in peace, New York Giants. You are officially the first team that have been eliminated from the NFL playoffs this year. So if we could just have a moment for them and all their fans.
You got some funeral music, D? And there it is, like that.
It's time to put them to bed. I'm happy though, man, because
I'm good.
They was trying to win. They was really trying to win. They was trying to get up out of that grave.
Hey, at least Jameis makes it entertaining though. At least they're trying.
Hey man,
on the offensive side,
it ain't his fault. I don't blame none of them.
Nope.
More than welcome to come back next year, but you got to clean
house. What's it tell you though? You fired the head coach.
It tells
your number one receiver's out.
Yeah.
Your best back is out. And now you're competitive.
It tells me a lot. It tells me that they should have did this a long time ago. And why not just stop at the head coach? Just go ahead and just clean house, man. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But hey, it is what it is, and hopefully they'll get back better. And like I said, man, there's no point of winning. You're 2-10. Just go ahead and look at who's the best prospect out there, and try to get it right. I mean, that's all you could do right by now, because that defense that's on paper is fool's gold, man. It's something that they've been telling us that this is good, and it's just not good. So it might be a combination, and they might be good. It just might be a combination of bad coaching, man. And he has lost four fourth quarter games, man, that the Giants possibly should have won the games. Should have won it flat out. So we'll deal with them later.
Yeah, we'll deal with them later. Let's go over to college football. Shout out to all our comrades that couldn't be with us tonight. DA, I talked to him around 6. He's got work going on. Shout out to the DA, man. He's really mad about that Philly and Dallas game.
Oh, he was steaming. I mean, I was talking on the phone with him, man. I felt the steam coming through the phone, dog. I mean,
he didn't let up today, man. He says,
I mean, he was all gas, man. No brakes, for real.
F-I-X, he kept saying. F-I-X.
Yeah.
He said, yo, Kev, how does Philadelphia be the best team in the league and Dallas be the worst defense in the league? And they score 24 unanswered points.
Hey, I didn't do it no better, man, when I said, hey, and Kansas City and Dallas is playing on Thursday. So, this has got to be.
Yeah. He mentioned the old Okie though. They both had to win, so they
had to win, because you look at it, both of these teams on the verge of being on the outs.
Yes.
Thursday game would have been trash. I mean, now we got an elimination game.
So pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you're not going to say people's not going to watch this Thursday. I mean, it's going to be all eyes on that. I believe it's probably a 4:00 game. Most likely 4:00. Usually Dallas plays at 4:00. So
yeah, we'll
see.
We'll definitely see, man. We'll definitely see, man. Let's go to the college football landscape. In my opinion, not much going on, but I'll go over the AP top 25. Me and Dan was talking about that a little bit. Let me go over some of my notes here. Oregon rises to number 5, inching closer to the college football playoff conversation. Georgia holds the number 1, followed by Ohio State. There go the angry one. And then you have ACC. They're making noise. 5 ACC teams are now in the top 25, showing the conference is deeper and stronger than most analysts predicted. Oregon's rise is tied to a dominant late season push and key defense improvements. Big 12 slipping. Several teams fall or dropped out, tightening the CFB bubble. The SECs remain top heavy, but no longer dominating the poll the way it used to. Playoff pitchers tightening. One loss can eliminate contender teams ranked 5 through 12 are essentially in a weekly elimination tournament. I couldn't tell from this past week. Week 13 schedule impacts. Some top teams have Cupcake tune-ups. Look at my trusty notes there. While others face real tests. And here goes the top 25. You got Georgia 1, Ohio State 2. Hold on one second. That can't be right.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, man.
Not even close.
Yeah, go ahead. Did somebody have it real quick?
I have it up. Ohio State still 1, Indiana 2.
Yeah.
Texas A&M 3. Georgia, great win against Charlotte. 35-3, I think it was. I mean, really. Texas Tech at 5, Ole Miss at 6, Oregon at 7. Good game beating USC. Oklahoma 8, Notre Dame 9, Bama 10, BYU 11, Utah 12, 13 is Miami, 14 Vanderbilt, 15 USC, 16 Georgia Tech, 17 Texas, 18 Michigan, 19 Virginia, 20 Tennessee, 21 Illinois, 22 Missouri, 23 Houston, 24 Tulane, and 25 Arizona State. But I don't think they actually pick where the new ranking comes out until tomorrow.
Correct.
So that's what we got so far.
Yeah.
Going into this next, I guess, ranking for the football playoff. But nothing really changed. I mean, the teams that were supposed to win won. And if you saw, was it Dan Lanning from Oregon?
Yeah.
He was like, hey, we didn't play Sanford. You know, we played USC. We actually played a good team here. So, and he basically called on
shade to Texas A&M.
Alabama. They played Eastern Illinois. Number 4 Georgia played the Charlotte 49ers. Let's see who. Like Oklahoma, they played Missouri. That was 2 ranked teams playing.
Alabama played East Illinois, and
Ohio State played Rutgers. I mean, A&M played Samford.
Notre Dame beat the hell out of Syracuse 70-7.
Bro, that game, they were up 21-0 before they took an offensive snap. So I don't feel bad that my Panthers lost 35-17 against them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that game, it's 49-0 at half. And I think they had 28. No, they had, I think, 35 at the end of the first quarter.
Right.
So, yeah. So, I mean, the Tennessee, Florida rivalry, that game got ugly. People were squaring up on the field. So that was interesting. But, yeah, like you said, there wasn't a whole lot.
No, not this week. Utah beat Kansas 51-47. Who else is here? Michigan beat Maryland, of course. TCU and Houston. That was a close game. That's
Illinois did lose to Wisconsin.
Well, it was 27-10. I mean, what's
20 ranked? Illinois was 21.
Yep.
Badgers weren't ranked at all.
Yeah, and they got beat down by Indiana a couple weeks ago. So go figure. Like you said, who's this? Arizona State. They beat the brakes off Colorado. Deion's team, they eliminated from bowl contention. And like you said, Tennessee and Florida really wasn't a game in the swamp, 31-11.
But Utah, Kansas State was a game.
Yes, I was mentioning that there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So here's my thing. I don't know if what's going on, man? How are you tonight, sir?
What's going on, gents? Hard work going on Saturday, boy. I tell you.
There was a lot of yard work, kid. There was a lot of yard work, man. A lot of yard work. And that's what I said, man. And I want to know, how is this possible in week 12? How do we get the tune-up before, I guess, the...
Here's my thing.
Go ahead.
We're talking about conferences that have half the AP poll ranked. So they have, 16 to 20 teams in these conferences?
Right.
So how are you not playing conference games after like the first or second week? Like the rest of your schedule should be conference games. Now, granted, there might be some poo-poo games in the conference, but at least you're playing conference teams. Like Alabama playing Eastern Illinois that late.
Why?
A&M playing Samford. Like that needs to be.
I agree.
If you put that many teams in a conference, whether it's the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, ACC, like the rest of your schedule after first 2 weeks, that's all conference games. How they work that out, don't care. But you're not playing cupcakes.
Well, Dan, how would you, for all the boosters and all these other people out there who say, hey, man, we have a rivalry, I don't know,
with Samford?
Clemson and
okay, but that's still a more, I would say, positive game because the other team's going to, like Pitt, West Virginia, they're in different conferences, but if they play late in the year, the ACC and the Big 12, that's going to be a hell of a game because they're going to get up for that game, no matter how bad or good either team is. So I get South Carolina, Clemson playing. I'm okay with that. But when you're Eastern Illinois,
I
how many teams in the SEC? How many?
Hey man, I was shocked when I seen. I was like, wait a minute, how is Georgia? How's guys playing these teams this late? I thought it would. I guess that's just my ignorance. I actually thought that it was nothing but conference games. From this point, well, not this point, but around this time, it should be nothing but conference games going on. Rivalry games, I just threw that out there, man. That you said conference game, and I agree with you. Find a way to, if you're not playing in the conference and you have a rivalry game, then that should be the only game that should take place within the last 2 weeks of the season or something like that. But other than that, should be nothing but conference games. The mighty SEC. You mean to tell me you got an Eastern Illinois and an Alabama State? Come on, man. What are we doing? But this is why I have what I have against the NC, because you got to do better than this. In my humble opinion, of course.
They have 16 teams in that conference.
You're talking about
there's
the
no reason why you're
SEC.
playing SEC. SEC.
Yeah, the mighty SEC. Yeah. Yeah, y'all say y'all want to be, for TV. This can't be it. This can't be it. This definitely can't be it. Not at week 13. So this week, and then you got what's called this week coming up. So you got rivalry week coming up. I know you guys was alluding to it. So Michigan, Ohio State, things of that nature. So I don't know. So shout out to all those in the comments. Appreciate those that are watching live. Thank you. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that we're the Sports Chasers. We got it scrolling down right here. No longer the podcast, man. We are the Sports Chasers and the Sports Chasers Media Group. And we're here to give this live content, man. So like I said, we're on college football right now. Go ahead, Dan.
No, I was just gonna say, to your point, thank you for the comments. Hey, if you don't agree with us, get at us too. We're down for that.
Yeah,
we're open to that.
Love us, haters, agree with us, disagree with us, man. Let us know let us know what you're saying.
We'd love to talk.
Respectfully,
put it in the comment section.
Yeah, put it in the comment section, baby.
Put it in the comment section, man. That's what I'm at.
We are all respectful gentlemen up here, but please be respectful. Please. That's all. This is nothing but sports, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but sports.
Yo, man, that's it, man. But sports, man. I think it's. Oh, and they did put it in the comments, man, because that thing about DA and talking about LeBron and Jordan and about that thing got about almost 2K views on TikTok, man, and people going back at it, man. One of the funniest I want to say comment I saw. God told us, he said, they should put a tax on mics.
Oh, really?
I guess he had a problem with us talking.
Sorry, man.
I love it. Some people are very creative, man. Shout out to my man.
Yeah,
though.
bring it.
Put tariffs on talking. What he said?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Tariffs on mics.
Yeah. He said we'll put a tax on mics because apparently we don't have it. But I tell you this, man. All those, and I won't say no names. A couple years ago, you had big entertainers in the sports world. They definitely was poo-pooing podcasts. Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah.
Everybody has a podcast, and everybody you could just have a mic and you just start. Mighty funny how.
And what's going on present day now, Kev?
Y'all hit that gong for me, please.
Oh.
Everybody's they got their own podcast because you know why? Because on those big media platforms, the legacy media, they can't really say what they want to say. So, but I'll be mute. Yeah, I remember they was poo-pooing. Because you got a little podcast.
So it's not, man. People, things done changed, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? People
what a big save.
Tired. They got tired of you having the narrative and being able to,
Yeah, we can see for ourselves. We absolutely can see for ourselves.
We've been seeing for a long time.
Quite some time.
So some cats is mad because Shador didn't get the game ball yesterday.
Oh my God! Please,
come on, man. What are we?
Yo, I stayed away for this reason so y'all can get some real reaction. Okay, all right.
Yo, what are we? What are we talking about? We didn't get the game ball, but we got my man on defense.
Miles Garrett is a generational player, man. He's balling out, and he was the reason they won. Not saying Shador. Well, you know what?
It's just a lot of fanboys, man. These guys, they get on the mic.
Let's just leave it at that. The coaching, the players, everybody. You wanted all them first team reps. You got first team look better. The coach played. Gave you better play calling. And they actually look like an NFL team.
And the coach said, "You know what? We're gonna go with you in next week."
Yeah.
Hallelujah! My God!
I'm not sure. What else do you want? You understand what I'm saying? Like he got an opportunity. Good. I mean, it was against the Raiders, albeit, but nonetheless,
those 4 o'clock games were garbage.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
garbage. Yes.
And before we even get to this Dallas game, but I'll let you rock.
Yeah. Since we here, we might as well just get at it, dig out of here. The only 4:00 game, the other 4:00 game. I want to focus on Shedeur Sanders. This is from CBS Sports, from Associated Press. Excuse me. Everyone was watching to see if Deion's son can handle the NFL spotlight in his first start, but the real story might be Myles Garrett ensuring that rookie didn't start, but didn't have to be alone. It's rare when you see a rookie quarterback win his debut for the Browns. It has been done in a minute, they say. Literally hasn't happened in decades. So this is a massive momentum shift, even in a lost season. The Browns beat the Las Vegas Raiders 24-10. Rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders won his first NFL start, snapping a 17-game losing streak for Brown quarterbacks, making their first starting debut, dating back to 1995-1999 era. Sanders' stat line: he passed for 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and he also had a 66-yard passing to Dylan Sampson, also 52-yard completion to Isaiah Bond. That's when he rolled out to the right. But I gotta say, the Browns defense recorded 10 sacks. Gino just looked awful out there, man. Garrett had 3 sacks, bringing his season total to 18. Rookie quarterback, running back Quinshawn Judkins scored 2 rushing touchdowns out of the wildest formations, but he also cost them I thought he was trying to throw the game when he if y'all remember that play when he caught the ball when Shedeur threw the ball down the right-hand side of the field, and I thought he just dropped it, but the ball got punched out of his hands, man. But I'll give it to D-Dubs. Your thoughts on Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns, man? They won.
He won the game, dog. I mean, there's not much I could say about that. He won the game against.
You gotta say he was outstanding.
Yo, man, this new media, man. This new media is disgusting, dog. I mean, you can't say nothing about nobody, man, without it being.
You can't have a disagreement, right?
No, and or this thing that you hating on this guy, man. He had a good game, bro. He had a game against the Raiders, who are god awful. The Raiders are trash. They're terrible, man. So I mean, I don't know what else more to say other than he got a win. He had a couple good passes. The defense stole the show. It was all about Myles Garrett and that defense, man. I mean, what else? I mean, and what's the name? Judy. Dog, man. Really. At first glance, it looked like he just like stopped and dropped the ball on the floor. I mean, I swear. If they didn't replay it, I would have swore that he was he could have suited up with my man on Chauncey Billups this morning at the courthouse
down at Brooklyn Federal Court. Yeah,
that's how bad it looked at first until we seen the replay, and it was like, oh, he got punched out, but it was awful. Other than that, man, I ain't got much to say. That Raiders offensive line and Genty, man. I don't know, man. Again, I don't know. I guess we're gonna still say the jury's out on him. But I mean, this guy, I mean, he's not moving the ball. At least to the first half that I seen, that ball is not moving. But also that offensive line for the Raiders is just not good all the way around. But I think that's all I got on this one.
Go ahead, Dan.
No, I was just gonna say, like, the whole Genty thing. I don't know that we can give him a fair evaluation because you look at the offensive line.
Yes.
And Gino's getting beat up all day long. So do you think they can? They can't pass block, and then apparently they can't run block either.
Yeah.
So, different situation, different team. Maybe we see a different side of Gentry. But right now, that offense as a whole, I mean, you got Bowers. And that's their offense.
Yeah.
So. And that's if Gina is not staring at the ceiling of the stadium.
Hey, Dan and E, can we say the same thing because McCarthy is getting killed in the media is JJ McCarthy in his second year, but really his first year.
It's his first year
as a quarterback.
Don't start.
Is he getting a fair shot as well? That's one of the things I was saying earlier today, because I was like, how are we judging everybody? Because I just want to be, I want to be fair to everybody. I want to be objective and fair to everybody.
Okay.
What say you?
To that point, though, what has changed in Minnesota as far as receivers, line, and running backs between what Darnold did the year before and what they're doing now? Mm-hmm. The Raiders are the same as they were last year. Didn't matter who was quarterback or running back. Or they had Devontae last year, didn't they not?
Yeah. What was it? Half of it? Did he have? Did he stay there?
Devontae was somewhere everywhere.
Yeah, he half.
But I mean, but he went there.
Yeah,
at the end of the season or the deadline, whatever.
Yeah,
but
I got
that's kind of what I'm saying is like, is Minnesota have a bunch of linemen that are hurt, but they still got Addison, they still got Jefferson, that kind of thing. JJ had a better, I would think, opportunity to do, but you got to understand too, he played what? Preseason, got hurt, and watched the whole year. Mm-hmm. So this is his rookie year. And, he's getting beat up too this year. And is that because he's holding the football or, who knows? I think they did him a favor by putting him on protocol. Then let him sit down and watch the game for a little bit, like Panthers did with Bryce Young.
Right.
And then when he came back, maybe, you see Bryce Young's playing better now. Different perspective on the game. No happy feet, And I think that's kind of where McCarthy's at. Or, JJ McCarthy's at.
We'll get to them in a second. We'll preview that at the end. But the Panthers are playing for first place tonight in the NFC South. Give me that gong again, kid. In the NFC South,
2025 has been.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
That is pretty amazing.
I looked at the football poll and I'm like, son of a bitch. Me and he are tied now. It's
yes, sir.
Oh yeah, well,
coming for you.
It's a crapshoot, man. Usually I got a hold on this shit, but lately it's been rough.
Yeah, so that's we'll get to that at the end. That's what.
Hold on, Kev.
Go ahead.
Kevin, let me get Ian there. I mean, he's grunting and stuff. I want to hear what he got.
Let me talk about this Cleveland Vegas game first and foremost. Shout out to, I'm not going to give no game ball or nothing like that. Shout out to the whole Cleveland Browns team showing up and doing their damn job. Shout out to Stefanski for actually being a coach and throwing some plays out there, coordinators, everybody, right? Okay, fine. Boom. Myles Garrett, boy, we already knew this. Pete Carroll needs to give line some first team reps. Because it looked like they didn't know what they was doing. They didn't know where the pressure was coming from. And there wasn't, from what the highlights that I've seen, there wasn't a whole lot of blitzing going on. And I get it. Cleveland has a above average defense and all, but you knew this for how long? You knew that this game was coming up. You knew this game was on the calendar. It is what it is. Gino, 30 for 44 for 285. Obviously, they did move the ball, but as much as they went forward, he went backwards because he got sacked 10 times for 77 yards. Yo, this man almost got sacked ball field. And I agree with Dan about.
He said a whole football field. Gee.
I mean, 77 yards, bro. That's almost a whole. Anyway.
3 quarters.
I feel like Genty, we'll look at Genty how we looked at Saquon Barkley. And I'm not saying that he's the same as Saquon. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that the jury needs to be put to rest for a little bit and let's see Carroll, if he's still there next year, let's see what they bring and let's see what this guy can do in year 2, because this this year is a wash, man. I mean, besides him getting hurt and Salon not giving any productivity whatsoever for the running game or the passing game, I think it's early, man. And now flipping over to JJ, I feel the same way about that. It's year one. We need to stop thinking that everybody's going to be, not us, but we need as fans to stop thinking, and some of these media folk stop thinking that everybody is going to be a Jaden Daniels first out blazing as this and that and the third. Okay, what happened in year two? And I told y'all there's going to be a decline in year two. Not because it's the sophomore jinx, it's because of his OC. I've seen this before in Arizona. Same thing. Kyler Murray, go back and look at it. Same thing. Year flop. So let's see what the rest of the year holds. Let's see what years 3 and 4 hold, and let's judge these guys accordingly. You can't judge somebody off of one game, off of one season. That's not fair at all.
Right.
So,
and to that point,
even though JJ does look like shit.
We're at the
and like Dan said, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. The quarterback that they did have is over in Seattle. Nobody thought Seattle would be in the place. Just saying. And I'm not going to sit here and say that he's the main reason why they are where they are. However, because that defense is spectacular. But he's a main cog. So,
yeah.
They didn't want to pay the man. Got the... Yeah, go ahead, Kev. I'm done.
No, go ahead. Finish up.
No, I mean you gave the wheels to JJ, and again, this is just the first, not even full season yet. Yeah, he looks bad in some cases, but you got arguably one of the best receivers in the game. Yeah, it is what it is.
Getting back to the Raiders, I don't think none of us mentioned that Chip Kelly was let go this weekend.
You don't say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think that was big of a deal. I really didn't even know why he's back in the NFL. Anyway,
that's what they said. They told Chip Kelly to take his ass back to the college, man. You don't belong up here, boy.
Yeah, my main man told me last week. My main man, Coach JB, told me last week that he's gone. He said he should get going. He's saying those type of words, but Coach was like, "You gotta go."
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
It's early, so shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man. Let me go to this game that really pissed me off yesterday. Chasers Nation, this is one textbook reminder. Momentum isn't given. I'm sorry? What happened? I didn't hear you.
I think he was asking which one.
No, I said which one. Go ahead.
Momentum isn't given. It's Tease. The Kansas City Chiefs, they claw back from 11-point hole to take down the Indianapolis Colts in overtime. And it's not just a win. It might be a turning point. So let's break it down and see what matters beyond the scoreboard. The Chiefs trail 11-11 entering the fourth quarter, 20-9 before they rallied to a 23-20 overtime win. Patrick Mahomes threw it for a season high 352 yards and engineered key drives in the fourth quarter and overtime. Harris Buckner nailed 5 field goals, including a 27-yard game winner in overtime. Kareem Hunt rushed for 104 yards and a touchdown, helping flip the momentum. The Colts offense literally stalled out. They did. If you watch this game, which I did, they failed to earn a first down after the third quarter, while Kansas City, dominated in first downs and total yards. This game keeps the Chiefs' playoffs hopes alive at 6-5, but their margin for error is razor thin from here on out. For the Colts, they're 8-3. This loss raises serious questions of how to close out when up and how to respond when momentum swings the other way. I'll get this to E. Your thoughts on the Chiefs and the Colts. And we were talking in the chat, and I said, boy, yo, the Colts, you got to put their foot on the neck. And Dan, I'm
gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. I picked the Chiefs for a reason. One, because they was at home. when they at home, they get that home cooking from the rest that, you know, them zebras that Dan just put their uniform on. And I didn't see the whole game, so I don't know if that was even a factor. Especially in that fourth quarter, it seemed like the Chiefs wasn't getting no love. However, they showed you what championship football looks like. Okay, they homed in on one component, Mr. MVP. You're not gonna run. So Daniel Jones, since everybody thinks that you that guy now, you're gonna have to beat us, and he could not do it. Point blank. Period. She made and they gave them every opportunity for Indianapolis to put the nail in this coffin, and they just could not. So that's all I got on this one, man. Do I think they're gonna make the playoffs? I hope not, but it is what it is.
You made a great point about Jonathan Taylor, and he only getting 58 yards rushing. That's pretty much was the game plan. The Chiefs said, "Okay, we're gonna stack linebackers, send 7 or 8. Daniel Jones, you got to beat us, dog." And it was working for a little bit, and their defense was. But Kansas City, they're a proven winner, they're a champion. You got to put this team away. I honestly had the Colts beat them on yesterday. That's game over. They would not be going to no playoffs.
Oh yeah.
So I'll give it to the referee. Dan has a third job on. He's a part-time referee. He's part-time referee. Go ahead, Dan.
Like I said, I get to watch a lot of these games because, you know,
right,
I had to do the work thing. But I did see, I think they gave Kansas City a 15 roughing yard passer, you know, play where the defensive lineman, I mean, I don't know what he's supposed to do. He just tackled him. Yeah, maybe he fell on him a little bit, but it's not touch football. And I think they called one of the touchdowns to Kelsey back on a phantom face mask call. So, but, you know, I figured, you know, we were talking about Kansas City, so I wanted to get my jersey and put it on just, you know, to represent and, you know, show the love for the Kansas City.
Yeah, gotcha. D-Dubs, what you got for this game?
Hey man, like you said earlier, man, Indianapolis, you was up pretty strong. You had the lead. What was the lead that I seen? What was it 21?
20-9.
Come on, man. You got to finish that game, man. You got to finish it out. But again, it's what they did, man. They took away Jonathan Taylor and told Daniel Jones, you got to beat us, and we pretty much know what the formula is. And this is it now. Now we're going down the stretch. It's going to be, you know, you talking about championship games, championship window, and as bad as the Kansas City Chiefs look, man, these guys are still in it, man. If you don't smoke them and you leave them around, they're going to be in the game and they're going to be able to make a run. And
they're going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And they're going to get the benefit. It's like being the champion of the world, man. You gotta knock out the champ for the most part, unless you outpoint them. And you know what I'm saying? You did everything you did, and you outpoint them, you outbox them. It's the same thing here, man. You got to pretty much beat them. You got to knock them out. And if you don't do that, definitively, man, you give them an opportunity to stay in the game, and that's just what happened. And again, championship DNA. That's what it said. What Rudy T? Never underestimate the heart of a champion. That is a real deal. That's a real deal.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, as bad as, like I said, as bad as they look, they still, you got to give them some respect, man. Even though they didn't win the Super Bowl, but they got what we say, championship DNA. They got it.
They keep getting there.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep getting there, man. And now, like I said, the matchup for Thursday. I mean, I know how the DA feels about it, but
get your tinfoil hat on.
Yeah, this is. I mean, everybody's gonna be geeked up for this one, man. Cowboy fans, I mean, we didn't talk about their game yet, but they in it, man. You know, you can't tell them nothing now. They like, we there.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day triple headers. It's scrolling down at the bottom. You got the Packers and Lions.
their defense has been terrible for the most part half of the year, and now they starting to, pick up momentum. But it's gonna be a good one. I tell you that Thursday. I mean, if you're interested, that game's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good one.
Yep. So, hey, Coach, y'all got to put.
I'm gonna just say this real quick before you move on. Before we move on, and this is why I believe it was last week or the week before. It said we believe the Indianapolis Colts. They're at the top of their division, but when okay, they was on the road. You was up to 9.5. These are the games that you need to make the naysayers like myself make us eat our words. And
it's a whole fact,
here, and it's not words. Yeah, so
true that.
That's a whole fact, because now I look at you look at Indianapolis, like I don't know if they somebody asked me a question yesterday. It was like, who you think is going to the Super Bowl? And I was like, I can't really definitively tell you anybody right by now. I really don't have a trust for none of these teams, because it's literally any given Sunday for any one of these teams. The Rams look strong today. Last night, I mean, they put a hurting on Tampa Bay, but after that, what we looking at? I mean, we got a field of anybody could win this thing.
Yeah. Definitely. Let me transition to the next game here. Here's what stood out for me, and this is from CBS Sports. These are my thoughts. Sometimes the game isn't about flashy plays or big names. Chase's Nation, it's about one monster, momentum, flipping everything. And we're talking about the Detroit Lions yesterday, how they exposed the New York Giants' deeper defensive issues. Let's just take it back here. Detroit beat the New York Giants 34-27 in overtime. The winning play, Jahmyr Gibbs broke free for that long run for the TD. Gibbs finished career high with 264 yards in scrimmage total. The Giants' loss underscores their inability to close tight games and their defensive vulnerability in a moment. I'm going to get to that in a moment. Carl Banks, shout out to Carl Banks, the former great linebacker with the Giants, because he pointed that out. I think he got dude up out of here with his comments, but I'm glad for
some
it.
Heat to that.
Yeah, some heat to that ass. Some yeast, yeah. Lions demonstrated. The Lions demonstrated.
Playing, boy.
Yo, man, shout out to Carl Banks. Lions demonstrated resilience and explosiveness. Their run game and their big playability decided this one. Time of possession favored the Giants, 37.11 to 28-30 for the Lions, but they didn't translate to a win. Context: Detroit improved to 7-4. They're 4-1 at home, while the New York Giants fell to 2-10, 0-7 on the road. Let me look in this camera real quick. How in God's green earth are you got some players, some dogs on defense, and you call yourself, I mean, maybe this is probably a bad illustration, but you call yourself rotating guys out at critical moments. Like, Dan, help me if I'm wrong. I watch hockey, but I'm pretty sure when they do shifts and stuff like that, and there's a certain time where you need the right people on the ice, the coach does that, right? He puts the right shift on.
I would just point to two instances. What happens when your Rangers take a penalty and my Penguins come out for the power play? Do they put the fourth line out there to play the power play? Not unless they're up 6. Crosby and Malkin will be out there. They're top players. What happens at the end of the game, E? When you need a goal to tie the game, are you playing the third and fourth line guys? Or are you taking a timeout so the guys on your top line, Aho, Svechnikov, Ehlers, and those guys can stay out for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes at the end of the game to try to tie the game? When you need something, a goal or whatever, or get back in the game, you put your top guys out there.
That's what you're paying for.
Yep. Well, that's why they're on the first 2 lines, because they're making all the money and they're the ones scoring.
Guys don't get that notoriety by being on the bench, looking on the sidelines.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just read this real quick. And this is from Awful Announcement. I wish I had Daryl question. I mean, actually, but you had a lot going on. Pull up Carl Banks. His quote actually. He said this. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna play this real quick here. And this is from Carl Banks. The internet want to act up. I'll see. You'll let me play here. I'll just read it. He says, the Detroit Lions held up a surprise from the Giants on Sunday, and this is from all. All right, I think some. It came up finally, and I'll share it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Have it? I got it. I got it. Yeah. I got it right here.
I will say this: if you look at the box score, you would thought Detroit.
And this is what Carl Banks said. For real, especially running game. Let me play Carl Banks here. See if I can hear it.
Not a ting.
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, I can say, and if you look at the box score, St. Brown, 149 yards receiving. Jamar Gibbs, 219 yards rushing. Are you serious?
Yeah, awful.
Yeah, they should have had 40, 50 points in this game.
So if you heard what Carl Banks said, I don't know if y'all heard it.
Nah.
Go ahead.
It didn't come through. It didn't come through.
It didn't come through. I'm sorry. He basically was saying that they was having this defensive rotation out, man, and I don't know, man.
Yeah, like, that's like the Steelers having TJ Watt on the sideline on a 3rd and 10 at the end of the game. You need a sack. Unless they're hurt. The players will even tell you that. Like, why are you taking me out? They know what the importance of that play is.
Right. Mm-hmm. So true, man. So that's just what it is. I don't understand it. D-Dubs, you there? Or
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead. Your thoughts on the game real quick, and then before we move on.
Carl Banks is 100% right, but I said this a couple weeks ago. Bowen had to go. If you're going to clean house, why start with one portion of the house or just the kitchen, and you don't go all the way through the house? You gotta clean the house, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't just start at the kitchen and you just you stop there, and if you're gonna clean house, you gotta clean the house, man. And the Giants should have did this along with everything else, because on paper, when you look at the paper, we saying that we got talent. There's talent there, and they're not getting it done. But I can't blame Jameis. Jameis damn near threw for 400 yards. It's like you can't blame that.
What a trick play.
Still the problem. Yeah. Oh yeah. Trick.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So like, I can't blame the offense. Maybe clock management, probably. Maybe you want to say that, but other than that, I mean, this has all been defensive problems. We talked about the defense giving up 4 fourth quarter games. I mean, pretty much the games that they should have won, they gave up in the fourth quarter and lost. Giants having the hardest schedule on paper on the hardest schedule to play this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and still was able to win games, but just poor defensive lapses. I mean, games that you're supposed to win. So, I'm glad. In reality, I'm glad they didn't win. I mean, I was at home and I was like, man, what are y'all doing? Don't win this game. Don't win this game. You know what I'm saying? You're 2-10. I mean, shoot, you got I think you're better than the Raiders, but we'll get a chance. They play the Raiders, right? This year, this week, couple.
I'm gonna bet money that's a Thursday night game.
I think they play the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. So Yeah, you gotta say
Yeah,
if
it's
you're gonna win the
Saturday
game.
the
I know
20.
you go. Yeah, they
In
should win
Vegas,
that game.
December 27th.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get these wins against teams that you have no business winning, man. Let the Lions win this game. And please believe it, Lions, you guys are not that great either, man. I don't know what's really going on with your team. I don't believe in you guys at all. So
Nope.
You know, yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, you look good. That was fantastic. Nice, you know, it's great. But I don't really trust in the Lions. The Lions are missing something. I don't know what happened, but there's something that's not quite all together with them.
The Laporta missing is
that might be
a little bit of the problem.
Little
but
problem.
I think there's more to it, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
They don't
really
run the best shit.
no, because they had the two-headed monster.
I mean by
Montgomery.
attempts, they don't. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's missing out the deal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. The Lions got a lot to be desired as well. But the Giants, please don't. You don't need to win any games. Just go ahead and pick this win up. I guess against the Raiders, because the Raiders are awful. We seen that. I spent a half a game watching that, and they are terrible.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Well,
Definitely.
I will say this to you, Giants fans. So I will say this: as much as it was a lot of debate about y'all having the toughest schedule and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like y'all been getting blown out. So sometimes,
kudos.
Bust pipes and all that. I mean, be honest, the Giants should be up there with Philadelphia. If you look at some of these games that they were in and were leading, if they could have found a way to close them, we'd be talking a totally different story. Y'all have y'all Giants hats on and
what are we talking about? 6-6
Banks cups and stuff.
They might have a 6-6.
What are they now?
2-10.
2-10. Don't worry, we had a moment of science earlier for them. They were the first team eliminated from the playoffs.
I missed that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But some of the games they could be 6-6 if I'm not mistaken. My masters.
Yeah.
So hey man, but let
me ask y'all this. Because Daryl brought up an interesting point. Now, y'all say talent. I don't think anybody's going to debate that. So,
I'm going to debate Abdul Carter.
Well,
sleeping in meetings.
Well,
which one was sleeping in the meetings?
I think that is now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this about Abdul Carter, right? It's looked like a good pick when it happened, right? So
they told me it was. They told me it was.
Do we blame that solely on Abdul Carter, or do we blame that on coaching, or is that a 50-50, or do we blame that on the GM as well?
I think that's 50.
It's 50-50.
Yeah,
what they say, if you allow it, you coach it.
Yeah, it's culture.
So, correct.
You let that happen, and you let it slide.
I'm playing. Yeah, right. I agree. So, do we still are looking to fire the GM, being that he put together this talent and is just not being coached properly? To think about. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I definitely hear you. I hear you.
But I
hear me. Listen, I get it.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm just so tired of this Giant team, man. Like, why the hell we can't get it right? It is so frustrating. So I mean, the one half of being saying, yeah, dog, fire all of y'all. I'm sick of all of y'all. I'm just like, I need a fresh pair of lenses just to evaluate this, and please just give me somebody who knows what they're doing. That's all I want. People who know what they're doing and coach the team, and let's just go from there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me want to go. I don't want no young guy. I just go give me some old guy. I'm okay with getting Mike McCarthy. If the Rams get crazy and want to fire their coach, I'm okay with
getting, that's not gonna happen.
or not the Rams.
He ain't going nowhere.
Green Bay. What's that? LaFleur?
Yeah.
They get crazy. They want to fire him.
Mike Tomlin.
I just need somebody who knows what they're doing. They've been there before, and just like, come on, let's figure this out. That's all. Dan, go ahead.
Two parts of that. Getting to the coaching and like Cannon, everybody. Generally, we all know that during the season when they fire a coach, it's always going to be the head coach. And then one of the assistants is going to come in and run the team the rest of the year and until they figure out what they got. So to clean the house in New York, that's not a feasible thing that's going to happen because you're not going to be able to replace the entire coaching staff from head coach and both coordinators, whatever, in that shorter period of time. So they got rid of Dave Old, whatever. But I think a lot of it comes back to culture. And I think that's why partially that they have been the way they have been since he's taken over. Things, Carter, getting treatment or sleeping in the facility or whatever, missing, whatever the case was, irregardless. Now that I'm guaranteed that probably wasn't the first time that happened. Mm-hmm. But if you let it slide prior with the old coaching staff, then that becomes the norm. It's okay. But if you nip it in the bud and like, no, this shit ain't happening, like I think it was CC and Pickens missed curfew or something because they were out of the restaurant having drinks and dinner or whatever, and they sat him for the first series of the game. Well, that's not going to bother them at all. You want to send a message, you sit their ass on the bench for the first half or the entire game. You may have to sacrifice a win
to make a point
to get your house in order.
Yeah.
That being said, like with them, like you saw the fresh point of views and attitudes of Scatterboo and Jackson Dart when they got, when he got in there, and that changed that team and their perception and how they went about business and how they worked and the positivity going into games. Now, granted, they both got hurt, and now you got Winston in there. But I think that has a lot to do with it. You got people that are in that building that have, like the Jets, doesn't matter who they bring in, they still got that culture of we suck, we're not going to win. So I think they got to figure it out, get a coach. And the other thing to that is I'm not in the camp of Cannon coaches all the time because great in the great state of North Carolina and Charlotte, Panthers, they're paying like 3 coaches that haven't coached in years.
Matt Rule, Frank Wright. Who's the other one?
Who was the one before Wright? But my point is, you bring like Jackson Dart. You got a young quarterback,
right?
And he was with Dable for this first year. Well, okay, he's hurt. He's out. He's not going to be back probably until next season. If they're smart, they'll just let him rest and run with what they got, considering what the record is. But the next guy you get in there, you got to be willing to at least give him 3 years, regardless of the record, unless it is this so out of control in the locker room and everything else that you have to make a change. But if you get somebody in there, let them work with him, because that's what wrong with Bryce Young with the Panthers. He's had 3 different coaches, 3 different offenses. How do you expect these young kids to come in, learn the game in the NFL, the speed and everything else, when they're just trying to learn the fucking verbiage of the offense? Because it's changed 3 times. And that's my point. Like, I think New York's on a good trend with the players they got in the building. Let them, have those guys keep pumping the positivity, get people in the building the same way and same feeling towards the team. And maybe, you can turn this around quicker than what you think. But I think a lot that has to do with the culture and the locker room, accountability, and letting these guys grow under the same system.
Agreed.
I don't think Cannon everybody is the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Culture. We talk about it on this show. He always talk about continuity at coaching. Him and Dan. You can't keep on changing the coach and expect a great outcome for football. Just won't happen, man. Shout out to somebody. Somebody scanned the QR code. Thank you for hanging out with us with the QR code. That's
Appreciate you.
right. Cop the merch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cop the merch.
Thank you,
We all
thank you.
wearing the merch. I got the hat on. E got the hat on. D Dubs has the hat and the polo shirt. E got the shirt on. Yo, man, a lot of good quality stuff. Hoodies out. We putting hoodies up there. We got hats. Make sure y'all cop the merchandise and support the sports chase.
And if you want, we might be able to run one of these specials on the Kansas City jerseys.
Hey, we tried to give away. Well, I'm gonna try to do it again. I'm gonna try to do a we had a trivia thing, but whatever reason didn't work out. I'm gonna try to do it again in the next couple of weeks. See if we can give away something. Give somebody a something. Give you a T-shirt or whatever, man. So we'll look into doing that. Let me get to the next game here real quick. Chicago. All right. What happened in Chicago is a perfect microcosm of the NFL right now. Youthful surge, veteran absence, and one possession game that flips a division lead. The Chicago Bears win over the Pittsburgh Steelers isn't just about the score, it's about momentum, opportunity, and the question who's strapping up and when it matters the most. Hey, Chasers, fans, nation, let's dive into this. The Bears beat the Steelers 31-28 with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams throwing for 3 TDs. The Steelers now drop to 6-5, surrendering a key game in the AFC North. The Bears improved to 8-3, strengthening their position in the NFC North. If you would have told me the Bears were 8-3 at this juncture of the NFL season, I would have told you there's something wrong with you. But veteran present missing. Aaron Rodgers was sidelined for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chicago's defense delivered when needed, forced turnovers, critical stops in fourth quarter. Big picture momentum shift. The Steelers' playoff window takes more pressure. The Bears' window grows. Implication: youthful energy versus season assumption. Williams showing he belongs. Pittsburgh's depth is tested. Division stakes, NFC North now tighter, and any slip up by the Bears could cost them dearly. And of course, the Steelers lost control of the division lead. Chicago is now in the driver's seat. I'm gonna get this to Dan first. This is his team, the Steelers. Mason Rudolph started. Dan, we know you have a very, very high opinion of Mason Rudolph. Your thoughts on this game, your team? The Pittsburgh Steelers.
The pick six to start the game. Nah, not a big fan of that. But like that's probably the first game he's played in a long time starting, and I thought he did well overall. But I bring this back to like the coordinators. I think we had one completion over 10 yards. Everything else was dink and dunk. So he was 24 or 31, which is good completion ratio, but all 171 yards, a touchdown and an interception. So this kind of null and void because he gave up a touchdown with his pick and he threw one. But I thought we ran the ball really well. Warren had like 68 yards rushing. Gainwell had that long tush push fake for like 55 yards or something. Should have scored. He put his hand down out of bounds before he went in. Painful, but they end up scoring right after that. But I know we're early. Well, we're mid, November. But I know Halloween was just around the corner, and apparently, ever since Halloween, Terrell Austin. I think Matt Canada has been dressing up as him and being the defensive coordinator for us, and he's got the actual Terrell Austin, locked up in a basement somewhere down there on the south side. But wow, this is the worst Steeler defense, I think, possibly in the last 37 years.
Damn.
And probably the most expensive defense that they've had ever. And I can't wrap my head around how the defensive play calling that they just fuck shit up on the regular. Like they let that dude right down the seam, no one near him for a touchdown. I think Herberg went offside, so I don't know if everybody just stopped, but that dude was wide open. And I don't get it. Like this defense it's been the Achilles heel all year long. The offense hasn't played great all year long, but they've been figuring it out and they've been putting points on the board. And literally, I mean, it was what? We were up 14-7, then we were up 21-14, and then, we scored one late to make it, look closer than it was. It was actually a 10-point game when we scored, when Fryermuth caught one in the middle. But this team, like, I hate to say it, but, I was just preaching about not firing everybody, but, like,
going back on your word.
I'm saying the coordinator.
I'm just saying.
the defensive coordinator. Like, you can't have the amount of freaking talent that they got on that team and be that bad on defense. Or, like, the only good game I think I've seen them play defensively, Minnesota and Ireland, where they shut the run down and actually covered the receivers when they made them pass. It just, like, every time I see it's 3rd and 8, I'm like, that's first down. Someone's going to get open. Because I don't know if it's communication, scheme, what it is. They just can't get it right on that side of the ball. It's been a struggle all year. Now, like, they have had a game or two where guess who won them the game? The defense. They kept them in it, got the turnovers, got the scores, whatever. But the amount of yards that they give up and key situations they give up first downs is just, it blows my mind. And I'm not poo-pooing on Mason. I thought he played a decent game, but you got to give him more opportunity. Like, we saw what Darnell Washington did against Cincinnati last week. This face planting a dude in the turf, running through another guy, and then it almost looked like he headbutted the last guy and drove him into the ground at that end of that long play. But where's more plays to him? Like, here's a longtime Steeler fan. Like, every time Fryermuth catches the football, home or on the road, what do you instantly hear? Moose, just like you did with Heath Miller when he was there. Where's he been all year? They brought in Janu Smith. He hasn't nearly got the ball anywhere like he used to be prior to him getting there. So it's like, yeah, we got 3 or 4 good tight ends, but you got to use them. You know what I mean? Like, you got to figure out which one you're running the game plan through and do that and stick to it. Trying to put them all in the game all the time. The 3 tight ends, I just don't get it. It's predictable. But I think the biggest part of this game was the blunder that we did on 4th and 1, I think it was, near midfield. Connor Hayward's carried the ball 3 times all year. Why we run the tush push with a guy that's carried the ball 3 times all year?
Y'all version of this tush push. The Western Pennsylvania version of this tush push.
Hell, let Darnell Washington be the guy. All he has to do is fall forward at his size, and he's got the first down. I'd rather see them run the fake that they ran to Gainwell every time than run that damn play. That play's stupid. And, I don't, like I said, like, punt that shit up. Like, I think the way they've been playing all year, and they keep getting, like, ridiculed in the presser afterwards, and they're like, oh, we're going to make changes. We're going to make changes. I know analytics is like, well, it's 4th and 1 at the 45-yard line. You should go for it. Does analytics take in the fact that number 83 is rushed 3 times all year, and he's the guy that's going to be running the football? Does that change the analytics of success?
Right.
Punt that shit away, play defense, play field position, because, you're punting from your 45. There's a good chance that, the punter, he's going to get it maybe inside the 20. At worst they get it at 20 because it's a touchback. But play defense and play field position. You got the best field goal kicker in football.
Well, Dan, with that being said, that's a tough loss to the Bears. Your next couple of games, home for the Bills, home you're at home, Bills come. Then you're on the road. Then you're on the road to the Ravens. Play the Dolphins at home.
We play Detroit.
On the road to Detroit, and on the road to the Browns, and back home to the Ravens to finish it out.
Hey, bro,
that's the tough. Next,
y'all haven't played the Ravens yet.
Six
my
games.
Woo!
Hey,
this is tough, man.
TAA, you see how that schedule is built up. You see how that's built up. Okay,
but I'm not worried about that because every time we play Baltimore, it doesn't matter what time of the season. Mm-hmm. That is generally either a split between the two, or we get them twice. And as the last 10 years have gone, we've had the upper hand. So I think we'll get at least one out of that. We might get one out of Miami. But the rest of those games, like now that Cleveland got Shador back there, Jesus is at the wheel. I mean, now they got something competent. They got somebody competent back there that can actually play quarterback. They got a great defense. We know that. So I don't even give the Cleveland game, I know we've owned them for the last 20 years, but that's a different ball game now. Like there's a chance that they're 6-11 at the end of the season.
That is no lie. That is no lie there.
And it's not
the next games.
It's not that I'm like, I'm just poo-pooing on the Steelers because I don't like what they're doing. It's just the reality is I know how you play football games, and I know who you're playing. And Miami might even run it up on them because guess what? Tua, he might figure it out by then because they've been playing well as of late.
And Dan, this is what I was talking about early in the season when losing games, like we talking about Cincinnati when they lost that game.
Oh, that's huge.
Those are huge games, and these are the games that you're supposed to win. So now when you get to the nitty gritty, and you got 6 games left, 5 games left of the season.
I'll put it to you this way, D.
And then you lose to the Bears, and the Bears are a 50-50. 50-50 team. You should have probably won the game.
We not say we should have.
Could have,
but we could have won that game. And the Bears are better than a lot of people understand. I give them credit. They got a
it's all coaching.
But I like you were saying, like us losing to Cincinnati was huge. Yeah, this isn't NCAA football where Alabama loses to Florida State early in the season, and guess what? Now nobody remembers it.
Exactly.
No, in this league, that's a conference game, and that counts to possibility of winning your division
game. Yeah.
It is being a tiebreaker, and a game you should have won is really going to bite you in the ass if you get in and say we split with Baltimore, and we end up with the same record, but they have one more game won in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They get the division. So, like you said, that game was huge, and it's going to be a dark cloud over them if that scenario works out to where we got to go to tiebreakers, see who wins the division, gets to the playoffs. But I'm not worried about that because I hate to be down on them, but I just see that the defense can't stop anybody at the moment. So I don't think that we're going to pull out a lot of these games when we start playing. Like, Josh Allen, he might figure it out, but he struggled the last couple of weeks. Or the Bills have,
he's kind of on and off, hot and cold.
Yeah, and they're not a slouch, so there's no real guarantee that we should be able to win that or we can win that. Like if he shows up, he'll terrorize our secondary because they can't cover anybody. And the same with Tua. If he's in his right mind, he could carve them up too.
But Here's another thing. I know we got to go, Kev, on this. This AFC is fascinating because now, I mean, with Pittsburgh losing now, and then I'm just looking at the AFC South. I mean, you got Jacksonville, who's 7-4, Houston, who's getting hot now for whatever reason.
Davis Mills,
they starting to pick it up. They 6-5. Then you got the Chargers 7-4. Kansas City, if they win this week, Thursday, this starts changing things, and things are starting to look different.
If you don't win your division, welcome to mediocrity, and like they're gonna go to the tiebreaker of how many coin flips you won.
Yeah, boy.
See who makes the playoffs.
This is going to get tight.
It's going to get murky.
Here's the thing too, is that this is what we talked about before. This is why we don't believe in you lesser charged teams, even though you got a good run. Is that you don't put these teams down when you're supposed to. Okay. No, I know we talked about Baltimore, Kansas City, but look at them now. They're both 6-5. Okay. Everybody looked like they scared to get the hammer and the nail to put them in the coffin. So now Jack in the Box jumped up out the box. Here they are. And I will say this, Dan, I know it's a game and everything like that. And I know how divisional games go. But in the last 10 years, have we ever seen a Baltimore team come from the dead like this? And now they're starting to believe. They're starting to get guys back. And Pittsburgh is on the downswing. If you don't know the health of Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure he's going to play at some point. But you got guys that are hurt. Guys are starting to not believe as much. You can see it in the body language of the players on the field. It's going to be quite different. AFC, oh man, we talked about parity for the last couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
The AFC is wide open.
Wide open.
You could gamble on this stuff if you want to. I won't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Definitely. Let me move on. Let me move on to the looks like the other team in Eastern Pennsylvania. We'll talk about that game here. Let me just scroll down here. Yes. I don't even know what to say. Now we have talked about what happened in Arlington last night. If you turn this game, this is from CBS Sports, of course. Game off at halftime. You missed the story of the year in the NFC East. Shout out to DA. Here's my thought here. It says, I want to focus on the resilience versus the collapse. We watched the Eagles look like their best team in football for 30 minutes. I wish I had some conspiracy music. Building a 21-0 lead over the worst defense in the league. Then we watched the Dallas Cowboys refusing to fold, right? This wasn't just a win. It was a statement. Dak Prescott didn't just break a record. He broke the Eagles' spirit in the second half. This 24-21 comeback isn't just a mark in the win column. It's a psychological shift in the division. So let's take this away. The Cowboys defeated the Eagles, of course, 24-21. Dallas overcame a 21-point deficit, trailed 21-0 in the second quarter. This ties the largest comeback in Cowboys franchise history. The finish kicker Brandon Aubrey, one of the best in the game, hit a 42-yard game winner as time expired. Dak Prescott, passed Tony Romo for 34,182 yards, become the Cowboys' all-time leader in passing yards. The record-breaking throw was a 9-yard pass to George Pickens. Pickens had a hell of a game on yesterday in the third quarter. Eagles collapsed. Philadelphia committed key turnovers. It was like almost, if you watch the game, you was like every time you turn around, the Eagles were turning the ball over late, including a fumble by Saquon Barkley, who never fumbles. Dude never fumbles. And it looks like he forgot how to run the ball this year. And a muff punt returned by Xavier Gibson inside the 10-yard line. So, like I said, some of the stats, like I said, Dak, he threw for 354, 2 TDs, 1 rushing TD. George Pickens, like I said, 9 catches, 146 yards, 1 TD. Jalen Hurts, we talked about Jalen Hurts this past Thursday, 289 passing yards, 1 passing TD, 2 rushing TDs. I wish I could have listened to some Philadelphia talk radio this afternoon because they had blamed him. But I'll give it to E. Your thoughts on the Eagles, the EAGLES Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like they have been resuscitated back to life. Take it away.
Yo, chill.
Yo, chill.
I got it. Yo, he just rolled his eyes at me. He was like,
"Hey, yo, chill." Yo, man. So Thursday, I usually put my picks in on Thursday, right? And something told me to pick Dallas, right? Yeah, let me. That's gonna be my upset of the week. I'll pick Dallas. Okay. And as that game, I said, that was a bad pick. My God. Turned it off. Did a little store run. Made a couple of phone calls. Thing popped up on my phone. 21-21. What? You can't be serious. Yo, man. So I didn't look at this game because I'm like probably about 99% of America probably just mess off by halftime. I didn't think nothing. I thought it was just going to be absolute bombing. Okay, Philadelphia is finally back in their groove. They finally looking like the champions that they are, championship DNA as we call it or whatever. But we've been saying that Philadelphia has not been playing quite well. There's something, just like how we say about Detroit, there's something off about Philadelphia. And they look like they fell apart. Like, you talk about momentum, everything just fell apart for them, and they could not recover. The fumbling, it was ridiculous, man. They just didn't, to me, especially when I looked at the highlights, they did not look like themselves. Credit to Dallas for not giving up, for keep on chipping away at the pieces, chipping away until they finally got them to panic. Saquon with the fumble of the year, and Dallas capitalized. Look, man, I'm gonna say this, and I meant to ask Dan about this, man. I know why in Pittsburgh. We all know why. Is a reason why people are still going to give this guy chances, because the catches that he made, that determination when he wants to play, arguably, there's not too many receivers better than him with his body control and everything. It's not many receivers better than him. And that's why I was going to ask about what's the receiver? What's his name?
Pickens?
The dude in Pittsburgh that they got from Seattle. Metcalf.
Oh, Metcalf.
It seems like he's disappeared. I don't know if he's finally aged. I don't know if he's hit the wall, but he does not look. He is supposed to be what Pickens is for Dallas. When Pittsburgh needed a momentum changer, you, sir, are the number one receiver. And when I looked at it, I think he only had 3 catches. Something crazy like that. Anyway, I digress. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got a number one guy. We just talked to you. Got a number one guy. You're not using him. What's the purpose? Anyway.
It's quarterback.
Dallas is now 5-1. I know y'all in the comics section with your Dallas pom-poms and everything. I will say put the brakes. The nail's not in y'all coffin yet. But you got the Chiefs, you got the Lions, Vikings, you got the Chargers, you got the Commanders, and you got the Giants. Pump them brakes. Okay, y'all playing well. I gave y'all last week because it was an emotional game. I figured they was gonna win that. This game here, I only picked because A, they was at home, and B, Philadelphia, it was to lose, in my opinion, because of the way they've been playing. You're not going to keep on playing in that manner, not together, and think that you're going to continue wins against, now maybe against the Jets or somebody. Yeah, okay, granted, but not against Dallas. I give Dallas that much. But going forward, I don't see it. In Philadelphia, it's time for y'all to look yourselves in the mirror. All y'all, because Kev said it. Saquon, I don't know if he forgot how to run. I think he's hurt. He's not taking on contact like he used to. He's not making these razzle-dazzle plays to avoid contact. He's going right out of bounds. I don't know. Not making no excuse for him. I think he's hurt. It ain't nobody saying nothing. It is what it is. But they don't. You can't play 30 minutes of football in this league and expect to win, even if you are the champs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there's something wrong with Saquon. They're just not really saying anything. about it because there's just no way, man.
Yeah,
He
bro, I
was
did.
just,
Yeah, bro, I gave y'all props. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Y'all
Give
should
me
put
a
it in the
minute.
Calm
comment
down.
section, man. Leave it
Put
alone,
it in
man.
the comment section. Yeah,
No. I'm just engaging with our audience. That's all.
Yeah. Put it in the comment section. Thank you,
Put it
Dad.
in the comment. Put it in the comment. Dan, did you have anything on the team from Eastern Pennsylvania? And
Oh, I got some stuff.
Dan was.
No, first of all, congratulations to Dak Prescott. Most passing yards in Dallas Cowboy quarterback.
Can we get some applause for Dak?
Hold on. Without a Super Bowl win.
Definitely get some applause.
You passed Tony Romo.
Give him another one, D.
No Super Bowl wins. Troy Aikman, if you remember who he is.
No, they just think he's the guy that's in the booth that calls games.
Yeah, that was your last Super Bowl. So
that's all they think. These youngins kid. Oh, Troy Aikman. Oh, he's just the guy that calls games.
Yeah. Who'd he play for? Anyway, but that game was crazy because, like you said, that was one of the few that I could pull up where I was at, and yeah, they looked great for 30 minutes, and then they went in the locker room, and I don't know, did they get on Madden or something, and just lost their mind when they came back out in the second half because it wasn't the same team. And kudos to Dallas, they kept calling away, but my take, like momentum shifter in this entire game, I thought was, if you punt the football, right, and you're receiving the football in your own end, you stand at the 10-yard line. If that bitch is going over your head, you just watch it go.
Let it go.
That dude, why was he even trying to field that punt?
Right.
But I will say this. The dude, I think his number is 35. I don't know if anybody saw the replay, blah, blah, blah. That dude got his ass kicked. He got his ass kicked the whole way down the field.
And he kept going.
And he kept getting up and kept going. And that's the dude that caused the fumble. And, credit to him. And, that's the motivational tape that they need to put up in the team meetings each and every week before they go to play somebody else. Be like, this is the effort that it's going to take to win football games at this level. Because if they all played like that, that'd be great. Pickens, he had a great game. He is a great receiver. Immense talent. Like, you could throw it anywhere near that dude. He's going to catch it. The problem with him is, if you're not throwing him the football, he's going to do a bunch of dumb shit while he's blocking when he decides to block. He's going to take unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. He's going to take face masking penalties for getting in fights with whoever he's blocking. Like, you got to keep him in the game and motivated. If they can do what they did against Philly with him, you won't have any problems with him. But if there's a game where he got 0 targets going into the fourth quarter, yeah, he's checking in. Because I saw a couple plays early in the season where he knew he wasn't getting the football, ran his route half-assed, and they knew the guy covered him, knew he wasn't getting the football by his body language, and slid over and picked the pass off because he knew, well, he ain't trying, he ain't getting the ball, and he looked to see who was hustling. So that's, to your point, that's kind of why they let him go, because at the time that was before they had Rodgers, and it was like, DK's not kind of that drama type receiver where he's going to play hard every play. And, they were thinking that Mason was going to be the guy, and they knew if they had George on the team, he would have been, like I said, he's like the first one that we've let go lately that maybe we shouldn't let go, because like Deontay Johnson, he didn't do anything after he left. Claypool, he didn't do anything after he left. Martavis Bryant didn't do anything after he left. So and Antonio Brown, yeah, I think didn't he win in Tampa? But he lost his mind in the middle of the game, took a shit off and walked off. during the game. But like if you can get him the football, you're going to get great production. It's getting him to play when he knows he's not getting the football. But hats off to Dallas. They clawed into it. And like I said, that dude's hustle, that changed the entire game.
Definitely. D-Dubs, you got something before we move on?
Yeah, no, man. The Eagles are still looking up at. They're still on top of the world. They're 8-3. Dallas is still looking up at them. Dallas is going to regret ever time with Green Bay and being 5-1. So, with that being said, I'm not jumping out the window with Dallas. Dallas is a great game. It was good. The best 4:00 game that we had. Other than that, I'm not. Other than that, Dallas defense played well. Second half, they kept Philly scoreless. I don't know how that happened. Ask the DA. The DA said that Philadelphia could did a push tush all the way down the field and scored a touchdown.
They needed Papale to get out there.
Shout out to the DA. But man, I'm not going to jump out the window. Philadelphia is still Philadelphia. They just not. It just looks different. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Something's wrong with Saquon. I don't know. I mean, he's only getting like 2 yards. I mean, it wasn't really nothing yesterday. Nothing. Doesn't look the same. Shout out to I called him yesterday. I called him Carl Pickens. I don't know why, but George Pickens. Yo, he's the number one receiver because CeeDee Lamb, I don't know, you still got that baby oil on your hands or whatever the case is.
They showed him what was wrong. I saw on the meme today where they had him with no arms. I was like, man, y'all are so wrong for that. The internet just still.
I don't know, man. This is again.
They
told us. This is what they told us, right? They told me that this is the guy. CeeDee Lamb is the man. Y'all even paid the man. Y'all paid the guy. This is why Jerry's stroking out, and he doesn't,
Shout out like I hear a new segment, D-Dubs. This is what they told me.
This is what they told. This is what they told me. Y'all told me that CeeDee Lamb is the man. That's what y'all told me.
This is what y'all told me. Let me get a gun for that one, dog.
Yeah, this is what y'all told me that
CeeDee Lamb out here looking like
is the man. You know what I'm saying?
Little Bo. That's what his name is.
This is what y'all told me.
He looks like the guy from The Replacements. That played receiver.
And you got George Pickens came over from Pittsburgh, and I mean he looks all world over here.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the problem was, and Dan probably could get in Pittsburgh. But he comes to Dallas and it looks like it's a new slate, and he is playing ball. And I can respect that. And shout outs to them. But I think that tie is going to catch him. It's going to catch him up. So that's all I got, man. AJ Brown, you got your touchdown. I mean, Hurts threw you a nice ball. I mean, it was easy. I mean, but I'm not going. Like I said, I'm not going to go too crazy. Philadelphia. Let me see what their schedule look like. But while you talk on,
yeah, go ahead.
Philadelphia.
They got
like the next.
Go ahead,
E.
They got the Bears.
Bears
at the Chargers. Home for the Raiders. At Washington. At Buffalo. Home for Washington. Yeah, they can win at least 3 of them.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those 50-50s. You don't know what you're gonna get. I mean, if they lose to the Raiders, man, you definitely got a problem. I don't foresee them losing that game. But
if you lose to the Bears, you giving up first place in the
absolutely.
Rams probably.
Yeah, Rams has probably got the.
If I had to guess.
Top spot. Yeah, if I had to take a shot at the dog. Yeah, the Rams are 9-2.
Yeah, the Rams are 9-2. Okay.
9-2. Yeah, they got the
Eagles and
best
Bears
record
are both
now.
8-3, so that's going to be a big.
So Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle is 8-3.
Oh damn, I forgot about Seattle. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. And San Francisco 7-4. If they win this tonight, this is gonna be interesting too over here in NFC conference. So
And somehow the Carolina Panthers could mix all of this.
I was about to get to that. Let me get to this last game real quick. Our last game on the docket here. Yo, man, it's not much to really talk about. Like, yo, the LA Rams, they're the best team in football. That's just what it is. We witnessed a complete change of the guard in the NFC hierarchy Sunday. The Rams didn't just beat the Bucs; they dismantled them in a way that screams Super Bowl favorite. While Tampa Bay is left holding their breath over Baker Mayfield's shoulder. Final score of the Rams was 34-7. Only reason why I got this game on the docket because, like I said, the Rams are the best team in football, and I thought with Tampa Bay being where they was at, of course, Baker got hurt last night. Those remember Baker had his kind of his resurgence in his career when he went to LA first, then he went to Carolina, and then he caught fire here with Tampa Bay. Go ahead, Dan.
Did he play at Carolina first?
I know. I'm sorry. I got it transposed. He played at Carolina first, and then he went to
okay.
He went to the Rams. But getting back to the NFC South and E, you just said it. Yo, tonight the game has started already. I don't know what the score is.
7-0 Niners.
The Niners and the Carolina Panthers. Carolina could be in first place tonight. Have Carolina and Tampa Bay played already? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think they played two games in their
NCAA. Yeah, do y'all see this again? Y'all see how the NFL does this? Yeah, I know. I'm just reiterating what you just said. You see how they do this? They don't schedule cupcakes and things that they make it a point. If you think about it, most of the major league sports do what? They make sure they play their rivalries down the divisional rivalries down the stretch.
This is all I've been saying for so
many
years.
The Dodgers is not playing the Texas Rangers. They're playing the Padres in the last weekend of whatchamacallit. Go ahead, Dan.
So they got the Rams next week. Then they're bye. Then they play the Saints. And then they play the Tampa,
Bucs.
Seattle, Tampa. Yeah, that might be their last one.
Wow. Provided Baker's still available, because Baker has gotten he was out. He got hurt or banged up, I should say.
Freddie Bridgewater, straight out of the high school football coach.
Did you see Teddy yesterday? Yes.
Yeah, I was like,
shout out to Teddy Bridgewater, man.
Yeah. I was like, who's quarterbacking them? I'm like, what happened to Baker? And then I looked up and said, oh, damn, that's Bridgewater?
Yeah, Teddy came out.
What that high school did to him was trash, man.
Team reps and tried to do some things. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, no first team reps.
Yeah.
Oh, but you can't say that about him. You can't.
Hey, but here's the thing, though.
I did.
That point,
put it in the comment.
You're talking about a veteran quarterback that couldn't do it.
Oh,
and you expect a rookie to just come off the bench and light it up. Like, we've talked about this for years, and I know I harp on it all the time that you need to let these guys sit on the bench and watch the game for a year or two. There's a reason, because there's very few that come out. Like, Daniels did well in his first year, but for the most part, you go back to Eli, Rivers, and Big Ben when they came out. And Big Ben was going to sit on the bench until everybody got hurt, or he wouldn't have played at all that year. But there's very few quarterbacks that come in their first year, light it up, and continue that as they go. Because as they say, they get tape on you, and year two is a lot harder. So for, like we said, Sedor, he did really well for not having any reps.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, I would agree. I definitely agree.
But I will say the angry fan.
He walked
out.
Angry fan. Yeah.
He walked out earlier to go watch the Panther games. I have a feeling I'll be seeing him by halftime.
7-0 already.
7-0 Niners out in
picked off Purdy in the end zone.
Well, D wants them to lose to the DA.
Oh, D's smiling now.
Yeah. Man, this been a good show. Like I said, new segment alert. D-Dubs, this is what they told me.
This is what the
experts promised me gold. We got garbage. The fanboys promised me a goat, and we got a ghost. Stop the cap. D-Dubs is here to expose the bad takes, the failed predictions, and the overhyped frauds. The lie. He's the next big thing. The truth is he's trash. Who lied to you? Make sure you put it in the comments.
Put it in the
That's
comments.
what they told me. D-Dubs will have it. This D-Dubs will have one every week from now on. That's what we do on the fly. This is what they told me.
I said we could have had the fraud alert this week after all these games on Sunday. The fraud alert segment.
Fraud alert.
Yeah.
What I said, the F-32 paperwork. Yeah. F-32 on you. I got it on you. Got the paperwork on you.
Get that TPS report in.
Yeah.
I do like what this promo said. D does. He said, "Yo, we got garbage." No, he said the fanboys promised us a goat. We got a ghost.
Got a ghost. Y'all lying, man. I don't know.
Okay. Listen, man, we got to go. We got to go. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll definitely clean it out. Listen, we got to go. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We'll have parting shots since we're not going to have it right now. I'll give it to Dan. What you got? Parting shots real quick for the Thanksgiving.
Oh, no, just everybody, enjoy the holidays with your loved ones and tell them you love them and be safe.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. E, the angry one, what you got for us, sir?
Yo, man, I'm gonna echo what Dan said. Nothing too heavy tonight, man. Y'all enjoy y'all holidays. Please be safe on the roads, in the air, be by foot, however you get you. Enjoy these games. Enjoy your sports. Be merry. Okay.
Appreciate you, E. D-Dubs, what you got for us, sir?
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I ain't got too much, man. Everybody enjoy their holiday. What else? If you got anything, enjoy the games. Let us know how we doing. Put it in the comment section. We're here. We probably even might respond back. So
we do respond back. Oh
yeah, we just won't be working too much on this weekend. We'll see you back next Monday.
Appreciate it, D-Dubs. I don't have anything heavy. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Make sure you enjoy your week, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Those people that do little Friendsgiving, shout out to y'all. Term that I just started hearing recently, man. Friendsgiving. So shout out to y'all. Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, whatever. You bring people together, man. Be happy, be merry, as E says. Enjoy your football this week. There's a lot of football going on this week from Thursday at 12:30, rocking all the way to Monday night. So
Black Friday football.
Yeah, the Black Friday football. I think that's the Bears and Eagles game. So that's if you out there shopping in the malls and stuff like that, I don't know why you would be, but
I don't know why.
But it's just my personal opinion. Because this mouse clicks right just like it, right? So but no, otherwise enjoy your Thanksgiving. Just be safe, be careful, and all of that, man. Make sure you put, like we've been saying, put it in the comments. Support the sports chasers, man. Super chats, whatever. Support our merchandise. We all got the hats on and everything. D-Dubs got the polo on. E got the t-shirt on, man. Good quality stuff, man. Got the white tee on, man. Good quality stuff, no junk. I got out the t-shirt business, thank God, about a year ago. Shout out to 1-800 t-shirts, man, for seeing us at what's that Podfest in 2025 back here earlier, man. And I met my main man at 1-800 t-shirts, and actually it was
this ain't them shirts from the beauty supply store.
No, not when dude come in the store. Hey! I got 2 for 2, 2 for 8, 2 for 8. Nah, dog. When you put it in the dryer, it shrinks up and whatnot and gets holes in it, man.
Hey, well, we just added a fleece, right? Fleece coming soon to the fleece. Nice shell fleece. So look out for that.
Some jogging pants. What else we got? Some zip up. There was some people that wanted some zip up hoodies. We listened to what you said and we try to give you what you got. And also the website, a little cumbersome sometimes. We're going to switch that up to a little bit, man. So Appreciate y'all tonight, man. Hey, we missed Mike tonight, Mike Mills,
Ryan,
the DA, and Ryan, man. We're gonna have a couple of standalone shows here in a little bit. Me and Dan gonna get together, do some hockey. Ryan gonna do some NBA and some WNBA. Go ahead.
Me and Ryan, Kev, or me and Ryan, Dan, NBA, Eric, one of y'all, somebody will get down with that because John Morant, seems like he likes to talk a lot from the bench.
Klay Thompson had all the smoke for him, though.
Thompson had the smoke of the year. Shout out to Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson had that elegant smoke for him.
Yeah, he had that. He had that grown man smoke. Shout out to Klay Thompson. Gave the boy what he needed. Young boys, stop playing.
Talking to, right? He gave him a talking to.
That's how he did it. And shout out to Klay Thompson. That's all I got to say on that one.
Oh man, listen, we're gonna get out of here, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys, man. Thanks for everybody in the chat. We appreciate you so much, man. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel, man. Get all the notifications when you hit the bell. Those in the podcast side, y'all give us that 5-star review, yo. Hey, man, we're gonna get on out of here. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Warren, your host and moderator, and for Dan, the hockey dude, for Daryl D-Dubs Warren, for James, the angry one, and the rest of the crew, yo. This is the Sports Chasers podcast. Excuse me, this is the Sports Chasers. Excuse me, it's the Sports. I'm going to get it right. This is the Sports Chasers. Hey, have a great sports week. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. And y'all be great. Be blessed. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.